Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, NBC Sports Radio Station, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, Tiki Live, Rumble, Spreaker, Streaker, you name it. We're there. Why? Because I want to maximize my splatter zone for more hope and happiness. So if you're looking for what everybody else is talking about on the news right now, you're tuned into the wrong place, because I want to balance out all the bad news that's so readily available. If it bleeds, it leads. Not here. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. Why not 100%? Because if it's 100%, you're dead. I don't want dead people watching or talking. Speaking of which, want to welcome all the eyeballs that are here already. My wonderful Friday co-host fan base is here, and I am absolutely delighted that you get to chat here. You can talk to us. You can ask Ricky questions. You can ask me questions here this morning live on my very popular new Friday series called The Hollywood Rebel Report with your favorite co-host, Ricky Rebel. Welcome back to the studio, Ricky.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And those of you who don't already know, Ricky is it's not many people that actually have their own music on the list that you can put with your posts. And the first time I posted, I went, let me just check. And not only does he have ones, he's got the whole list. So this is a man who was discovered by Michael Jackson, has toured with Britney Spears, has been signed on by Madonna. So I am just honored and blessed that he came into my life to become my Friday series co-host. The circumstances were interesting, and you are definitely my lemonade and my banana bread, which is how I call it, making delicious banana bread out of.
And look what I'm wearing today, all yellow. So
there we go, and we definitely were bruised, but we came out of it. I don't know if you saw the pictures. We met for the first time in person, 3D, last week. I think it was last week. Yeah, It was last week. God, time flies. We're having fun. And it was not talk about what we would wear. We thought we would just get some pictures. And those pictures were beautiful.
They are. They really are.
We planned that, which was so, I love when that happens.
It was effortless.
Accidental. I call it # accidental, not accidental.
I love it.
Start right now. Hopefully you'll join along. We start with breakfast, and breakfast is taking a bite out of my gratitude sandwich. So top of the button is, what do you like about what's going on in your life? Sirens are going on right now to emphasize the point. And what are you grateful for is the question. And then the bottom of the bun is, what are you grateful for inside? What do you appreciate about yourself? This is a little life good habit that we start with on the show for almost 2 years now. So I will ask Ricky to start.
Okay. So the first question is what I like about myself, right?
Actually, the top of the bun is what you're grateful for outside of yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm grateful for my mother and my father, and my man, my family. I think I say this every single time, but I really am. I just had a really cool moment with my niece and nephew and my mother. They came over to my house and they played with the cats. And my niece and nephew are very young. And
How old?
they're like 8 and 5 and around that age.
Aw,
Yeah,
so
they're so cute and they love the cats and it was just fun watching them interact because one of them is like my Maine Coon and one of them is like my rag doll. She's like a blonde hair, blue eyed girl and very, looks just like my rag doll. And the other one looks like my Maine Coon. I don't know. I just felt a lot of love that day, and we went to go have breakfast. It was really nice. So definitely my family on top.
aw. I met your mom also for the first time
Yeah.
that same time, and she was just wonderful. Please
Thank
give her
you.
love. And we had met online, but never in person. So it was the only downside was the store you wanted me to go shopping with you, which would have been fun. We'll just save it for next time, was not open. What are the chances that they do inventory? So someone was looking after our money, right? But
That was
we'll
a tragedy, I will admit, but everything else was really good.
it
We're
was
like,
awesome.
we're on the window pane, like, please open.
And then they came out, right? I tried
Yeah.
to name drop, didn't work. But anyways,
A
I'm
valiant effort.
yeah. I'm grateful for first responders. Speaking of the sirens going,
Yeah,
and
that's a
the
good one.
silver lining of 9/11 was the focus on first responders and what they did. And I was reminded, because I'm going to China, I had to load all of my presentations onto a
Mm.
hard drive, or sorry, on a removable, and the pictures of our firemen who went to respond to the 9/11 tragedy many years ago, but there were pictures of that. And just remembering that we're here. I'm grateful that we're here to help each other. I mean, honestly, that's if you want a purpose in life, just help someone, and then that'll make you feel good. I like Walt Emerson's definition of success, to laugh often and much, and to know that one life has breathed easier because you have lived. That is success.
I love that quote.
Yeah. Yeah. All
I
right.
think
And now we'll go to the bottom of the bun, which
okay.
is, what do you like about yourself? And I know you like this, and I know I hound you on this because you're very hard on yourself, as I am. We're both recovering perfectionists. And
I see a
course,
hair out of place, so I'm like, mhm.
exactly. You just
Yeah.
proved my point. But it's so important for everybody to be able to soothe and care for yourself, because if you depend on other people to approve of you, it's a dangerous slippery slope, because they can like you one day and they can hate you the next day.
That's
So
right.
so important to just, before you go to bed, what do you like about yourself? Ricky, what
Okay.
do you like about yourself?
I thought about this before the show. I'm like, what do I like about myself? Come on, bro. Come on. I like a lot of things, but I like my body. Okay. We're gonna have that conversation. I work
Yeah.
really hard on my body. Well, not really hard. I gotta admit, I only work out for like 30 minutes, 30 or 45 minutes. I don't
Every
overdo it, but
day.
what's that? A
Every
day?
day.
Yeah, pretty much every day. I take breaks sometimes, if I'm really sore. But I do weight training, I do Pilates, I do dance, I do a little yoga. But my body is just really it's shaping into the way that I really want it to look like.
Mhm.
So I like
Whoa.
that. It's hard to do, you know that. I mean, everybody knows that.
Well, I'm glistening and like water falling right now, because I uh, every other day I work out, and I appreciate my discipline, even though I don't feel like working out. Um,
Mhm,
the
mhm.
cartoon is, my bathing suit says you better get to the gym, and my sweatpants say you're okay. Just stay on the couch. So this morning, obviously, as you can see, I did work out, and I have like this enhanced metabolism thing that I take. So but the downside is like, I'm doing this for another like 10 minutes. So I apologize.
You're on fire, baby.
I'm not fine.
The
But
Leo in you.
it's proof that I'm working out. I actually dropped 35 pounds because
Amazing.
this is on Valentine's Day 2 years ago. I looked at myself and I said, you know, 2 hip replacements,
Oh my God.
stop drinking, all kinds of reasons for weight gain. And I didn't feel good. I think that's the most important thing. If you're doing it because, you're doing it for somebody else or whatever, it's not the same, because then that little voice inside goes, well, who are you to tell me what to look like? Right. But
Mm-hmm.
that internal, I was actually told I was fat and ugly when I grew up.
Oh my
So I
God.
have that voice, and I have to see my body the way that other people see my body. Otherwise, I'm always going to be on a diet and I'm never going to be happy with myself. So I'm working on that.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
my appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
that's breakfast, and I'm glad that you were able to share it with us. I don't think anybody put their gratitude or appreciation in the chat
Not
today.
yet. Not yet.
Not yet. But if you do, we'll pop it up on the screen, and we just know that if you practice this good life habit or hashtag Blisscipline for the next 28 days, you'll create a good habit, and that you will sandwich your day in the most positive way. And that's what we want you to do. So thank you for joining us for breakfast this morning. Where is it? There it is. I do want to thank everyone.
I love it.
Yeah. And I also want to say thank you, Dr. Patrick Lockwood, for being the sponsor of this really awesome series. He is the author of a very interesting and fascinating book. If you want to look at fear, if you think you're not being led by the nose, or if you feel like you're being led by the nose, it's true, you are, for a lot of things. And we're going to play the commercial a little later, but I just wanted to thank Dr. Patrick Lockwood for supporting and sponsoring this show. All right, here we go. What is the topic of the day, Ricky Rebel, my co-host?
All right. The topic of the day is the 45 most iconic famous couples of all time. We are going to discuss. These duos are the definition of relationship goals.
And before you get into this, I do want to just preface by, at the beginning of the show, for the last 632 consecutive weeks, over 1,181 podcast shows, but who's counting? I have said there's no gossip, no scandal, no K words is what I used to say at the very beginning of the show, no Kardashian talk. And then I had to change that because a good friend and the co-host of my special series, It's Not Black and White, or Is It? As a response to George Floyd, her foundation got quite a few $1 million from Kim Kardashian. So I was asked not to say no K words Kardashian talk. So I changed it to Kanye talk. And the reason why, and it's sort of a tongue-in-cheek joke, but I really am serious about not being that show that everybody is familiar with. It is what prevails, is talking trash about people. It just bothers me when I hear trash about Halle Berry, because I have interviewed her, and no one's perfect, but as a whole, all of the people that I've been honored to interview, and I know you've interviewed quite a few, people who are on the news, and the way that the negative talk and the pick apart talk,
right?
I don't want that at all. So when actually, it was my idea, because yesterday we tuned in on Straight Talk. We were talking about relationships, and I thought, Ricky, we want to talk about Hollywood relationships, but let's see if we can't do this in a non-gossipy way. So if you want gossip, go somewhere else. Sorry. We love to have you here, but we really want to follow that rule. So see how we do today. This is our entree.
That is our goal, to remain positive. All right. So the first one up is Beyonce and Jay-Z. we can't kick off a list off the most iconic married celebrities without mentioning Beyonce and Jay-Z. The musical powerhouses have been together for over 20 years, and their top secret New York City wedding in 2008 was one that completely reshaped the industry. They're still married today and share 3 children together, Blue Ivy and twins Rumi and Sir. I met Beyonce. I was on tour with her when she was in Destiny's Child. Do you remember that band or that
Yes, I
group?
do. Yes, I do.
We
That's
were
so
on
Ricky.
Yeah, we were on the All That Music and More tour with Monica, and I got to meet Beyonce when they were just starting out. We did club dates together. She's a very sweetheart. She's a very sweet person, has always been sweet. She loved the music that we made because we were working with Ronnie Jerkins before her group worked with Ronnie Jerkins, so they really loved that style of R&B pop. And they would be like front row in our shows, believe it or not, like dancing around to our songs and stuff. So she was very humble back then, and she probably is still the same person, I believe, when I see her in interviews. So,
Well,
incredibly talented person, and nice at the same time. So
that's great. And I love this part, and I always tell Ricky, don't tell me what we're going to talk about.
yeah,
I love that first reaction. So I just want to say, Ricky, I love the fact that I get to learn new things with you because the
aw,
experiences that you've had are pretty different than mine outside of the red carpet interviews. But the fact that you have, these really personal insights and personal, true, data driven, non gossipy experiences is very valuable. So thank you.
oh, you're
Very
very, very welcome. Thank you. All right,
Yeah.
let's move on to our next couple. Oh, okay. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. The same goes for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. The actors met on the Green Lantern film in 2010, where they played on screen lovers, and by 2011, their scripted romance transferred to real life. Today, they're one of the most beloved celebrity couples in Hollywood, thanks to their endearing sense of humor and the love they publicly share for each other. After
Mm.
getting married in a private wedding in 2012, they're now the proud parents to daughters James, Inez, Betty, and a fourth whose name is yet to be publicly shared.
Wow. 4 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
is
Have you
beautiful.
seen what she wears at the Met Gala? Every year, pretty
Mhm.
much, she kills it when she goes.
Did we
Um,
cover her when we talked about Met Gala? I
I
don't
I think sh I
remember.
don't remember, I don't recall, but
Mm.
I think the year before, the one that we covered, she wore this really incredible dress that, interchanged, like, it like, it was a reveal, and it changed colors on, like,
Really?
right yeah, in real time. It was really fascinating, it was really beautiful.
Hmm.
Um, so
We have time.
she's a fashionista like you and
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. And I
Mhm.
just want to do a little station ID here because I see people are giving us the finger, not that finger, but this finger, which is awesome, and hearts as well. Thank you so much for the reactions. You are welcome to chat. You are tuned into the Hollywood Rebel Report with Dr. Marissa and
Ricky Rebel.
on my show of 632 consecutive weeks over 12 years now. They said it wouldn't last a year because it's Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show, a place where you can balance out bad news with good news. Thanks for tuning in. This is KCAA AM 1050 FM 106.5 NBC News Radio, home to the Asian Oprah with cameras in the studio that you can free subscribe on my YouTube TV channel and get an alert every weekday morning to tune in. And please do, if you don't already, I'm sure you do, follow Ricky Rebel, my co-host with the mostest on it's the Ricky Rebel Rocks on Instagram, and myself is Doc Balance, DOC and Balance. So you can follow us there, and also on Facebook and LinkedIn we are now broadcasting live. Any questions, please use the chat. If you are driving right now, listening on the AM, FM side, please do not chat. Wait till you get somewhere solid. Now, Ricky is
Yeah.
taking us through the 45 most iconic couples in the history of Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're going to get through the top 10, you and I. Maybe.
What were we saying
Which is
before?
good. That's our
Hello?
goal.
Yes.
All right. So let's move on to number 3. I like this couple, Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Ah,
Hmm.
she's taller.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Is
All,
Tom Holland also? See, I'm like the worst media recognition person, which is also why I appreciate Ricky.
mm.
Is he an actor? I'm going to reveal my ignorance here.
Yes, he is a very famous actor.
Oh, okay.
He's a Spider-Man.
Oh, I
Mhm.
needed glasses. I saw it after I put my glasses on.
Uh-huh.
Did they meet on?
I'm getting confused with Timothy Chalamet, though. They look very similar,
Okay.
but yeah,
Did they meet on?
she's definitely in love with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Uh, all the, mhm.
They're young, right?
Yeah, very. Hmm.
Did they meet on set?
Well, let's read about them. Although Zendaya and Tom Holland aren't engaged or married just yet, they're one of the most talked about Gen Z couples. The actors met on the set of Spider-Man: Homecoming in 2016 and embarked on a years-long friendship before their romance was made public in 2021. While this iconic couple tends to keep the details of the relationship out of the public eye, fans can't help but hope these two get engaged in the near future. Yeah, they're really famous on social media with these like cool or no cute back and forth interactions that they have, like very quick intimate moments that happen on the red carpet that most people can't really detect unless you really take a magnifying glass and look at it. But the
Oh,
fans, they can pick all these little intimate moments that happen between them, little eyes and cute little touches and stuff.
hmm.
Hmm. They're cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her jacket.
She's in the new Dune movies, of course. Massive movies, Dune 1 and Dune 2. She's the star.
Do you know what her heritage is?
I do not.
I'll look,
Zendaya. Look it
I'll look.
up. Yeah. Of course, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. There we go. It's fun. Another funny story. My connection to Meghan Markle. I'm a certified Pilates instructor, right? I used to work in Hollywood and in Santa Monica and in everywhere possibly imaginable, and like in that area. And she would come to. Well, no, she didn't come. I shouldn't say that. The owner of those studios I worked with, her name was Heather Dorak, and she was best friends with Meghan Markle.
Oh,
And Meghan, before Meghan became the princess, uh, my boss at the time Heather would go to her birthday parties and all kinds of things with her. And then she became the princess. And all of a sudden it was like, she's inviting her to London, for the ceremonies and stuff. And I remember when all the things were happening, when they decided to step away from the crown, there were like people from the Sun, from the UK, like news people coming into my class and asking me questions about Meghan Markle, like
okay.
interrupting my Pilates classes to to have an interview with me. Yeah, so that's my connection to Meghan. But Heather Dorak is a wonderful person, very driven. So I think that birds of
Yeah.
a feather,
Right. We have a couple of comments in here from Julia Saltzman. Love, love, love. Thank
Aw.
you. Isn't that sweet?
Mm-hmm. Love you.
Hey, did you watch Suits?
No, I have
Okay.
not seen that.
So Meghan Markle obviously was one of the prime actresses in that series, and when I watched it, I went, "Oh, no wonder he fell in love with her," because
Uh,
yeah, it's very steamy. I mean, she's like, hmm. So it's because a lot of people ask, like, how did that even happen? I will bet money that he watched that.
Wow. Was that before she met him?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm that's a guess. It's not gossip, but that's my best guess. And I'll
Yeah,
put $1 on that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And then going back to Zendaya, this is interesting. Her
Yeah.
father, African American
Okay.
with Nigerian ancestry, and her mother is German and Scottish ancestry. So she proves my point of I think mixed kids are the most beautiful. I'm a little biased. My
Mhm.
daughters are also mixed, Hapa girls. Their father is, I was going to say was, their father is my husband. Their father is like a little tad of Spanish plus Scottish and English. So I picked a. I used to say white boy. I can't say that anymore. So
You can say it with me.
yeah, yeah. I picked a
'Cause
Caucasian.
I picked one too.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
That's
let's
funny.
go. Let's keep going. Sorry,
Okay,
we're
no
not
worries.
making the top 5 at this point,
It's
and
good.
it just kills
And
me because
your babies are really pretty, by the way. Really
thank
beautiful.
you.
All right, we have here George and Amal Clooney. Oh, he actually did marry her. Um, she's very intelligent.
She looks like what's that actress's name? She
Anne
looks like
Hathaway.
yes in
Mm-hmm.
that picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting that too.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She's Anne Hathaway with a really, really high IQ. I mean, this girl, like literally, she's like a rocket scientist, like
Really?
intelligent. Yeah, she's like a scientist. Let's see if they mention it in this article. It doesn't get more glamorous than George and Amal Clooney. The iconic couple had a meet cute. Oh, I don't know what that means. Had a meet cute for the ages at a dinner party Clooney
Dinner.
hosted. Oh, at a dinner party Clooney hosted at his Lake Como Villa in 2013. The Oscar-winning actor sparked up. I'm losing it. How about
It's okay.
you
It's
read
a
it?
well, I have my glasses on.
Oh,
Sparked up
okay.
fast friendship with a successful human rights lawyer. That's what you were
There it
talking
is.
about,
Yeah.
Marty's. And the relationship turned romantic later that year. By 2014, Clooney popped the question. The couple got married at a star-studded wedding in Venice, Italy that same year, which brought out scores of onlookers and paparazzi all trying to catch a glimpse of the Lux affair. The Clooney twins, lots of twins in this thing here.
Yeah.
Alexander and Ella joined the family in 2017. I love it. I love
Yeah.
the fact that there's like a crossover. Nothing against, actor and actor, but
Right.
it is good to see that.
Right. Diversify.
Do you know how they met? Except, I guess the dinner party.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah, I guess we're at a
I
dinner
like
party.
the details. What I love is reading from them, not from TMZ, not
Mhm.
from, a source. Like, that's why I like Wikipedia, because they're supposed to be mostly objective. Although a lot of
Mm.
people pretend they are the person and put stuff in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I've had
Keep
my
going.
yeah. All right, we got Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka. Aw. This
And
iconic couple has stood the test of time. Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka met on a street corner in New York City in 2004, and their friendship grew into something more. The actors took their romantic relationship public in 2007 and welcomed twins Harper and Gideon via a surrogate in 2010. After gay marriage was legalized in New York in 2010, this famous couple formally announced their engagement. They were officially married in 2014 during a private yet lavish ceremony in Italy. Aw.
mm, that's
Yeah.
the third or fourth set of twins, and we're on what number?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I heard that when you artificially inseminate, that you tend to get more twins. Is that true?
I've heard that as well. I would have to
Mhm.
do a little research, but I think that is not just anecdotal, but
Yeah, I
yes,
think
in
there's some
that
science
process.
behind
Yeah,
that.
I've always wanted
Um,
twins.
you've always wanted twins?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I think you romanticize that. Really, after you have children, I don't think I could imagine having two at the same time.
Yeah, I think it'd be a handful.
Literally
Definitely.
two handfuls.
Yeah, but good for them.
Yeah,
I'm always happy to see, gay couples survive and be an example of, um, success in
yeah,
marriage when it comes to the amount of time. Here's a positive thing I should say about marriage. Sometimes it needs to end, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean it wasn't a success, like, you learned from it, you got what you need, you know what I mean?
yes. I'm
Yeah,
glad
it's
you
all
brought that up.
length does not mean success
Well, I
in
could
a
go somewhere
relationship.
else with that, Ricky.
Okay, okay, but what I will say about this
No,
couple
no,
and
no. I'm
what?
being bad. I'm being bad.
You were bad, huh? What
Uh-huh.
did you say? Just be bad, let me hear it.
You just said length does not mean success, and I went,
I missed it. What did you say?
I said that's not necessarily true,
Oh.
Ricky. Because I was going with the ocean in the motion in anyways.
Yeah,
Sorry,
well,
it's Friday. I get
we
to
could
be a
talk about that
mom on
too if you
Friday.
really want to.
That's another show.
Am I blushing right now? Um,
Yeah, I'm not sweating anymore, but I'm blushing. Okay. Um, but thank you for raising this.
For
Um,
yeah,
because
right?
I don't want to. Are you done with that point? Because I want to jump on.
I think I'm done with it.
Okay. So I'm so glad that you mentioned this because when you were saying before about Zendaya and her partner, Spider-Man, that, people are hoping that they're going to get married and all of that stuff. And it just reminds me of I love that we're talking about this because it is cool. These are people that are in the limelight and they've done excellence in something in the acting field, or and they our society has raised acting to a level that's, you don't hear doctors that much, or other people, musicians maybe, yeah, musicians and actors have the limelight, in
Right.
our society, right? And it just kills me though that there's a balance, and some people will spend their waking hours so preoccupied with their lives. And let's say, I don't want to, jinx it or anything, but let's say they break up. Let's say any of these couples break, and it is, who gave you the right to have that strong of an opinion and spend the day debating or accusing or trying to figure out who is the one that cheated, or the speculation and all of that bullshit talky? That's why
Mhm.
I don't like the gossip, blah, 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 is because in the scope of things, that time that you just, in my mind, sorry, wasted, that you could have been attending to people that you love, or
Right.
volunteering somewhere, or talking about something edifying. You now have this 6 hour back and forth on social media about people that you don't even know.
Mhm.
And if they broke apart, who, you don't know why they broke apart, really, right?
Right, right.
You know that, um and is it even real? Like, I know in speaking with some of the celebrities that I've interviewed, the things they hear about themselves that are completely untrue. So this is my Dr. Marissa Happy 88 challenge. If
Mm.
you are following celebrities and you are celebrating their relationships, when it breaks up, as Ricky was saying, doesn't mean it's a failure. It means that chapter in their book of romance is done. And everybody can have more than one chapter. It's till death do us part. I think it's like the one of the dumbest things. I'm looking forward to dying, shackled to you until I die. No, I had a 9.2 year chapter in my book called Marriage with My Husband and produced two beautiful girls that I couldn't have done otherwise.
Right.
And he's not to blame. I'm not to blame. We're just better apart now. So if we can all change the language and the expectations around divorce and marriage, wouldn't that be wonderful, Ricky?
It really would.
I'm okay. I'm off my soapbox. Sorry.
Yeah. It needs to be said. It really does need to be said.
Thank you. Let's
I
move on.
So I'm glad that the gay couple is lasting, because the stereotype is that gay people can't stay together, really. But they're an example of
Yeah, and your relationship I know you don't want to
right.
get personal, but I mean, I think it's wonderful. You've been together how long?
We're going on our 12th year.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Oh.
Barack and Michelle Obama. All right. Yeah.
Here, let me read that one. Save your
Yeah,
voice.
you do it.
All right,
you
you gotta scroll up. There we go. Barack and Michelle Obama will go down as one of the most famous couples in history. Years before they became president and first lady of the U.S., they met when they were both working at a law firm in Chicago. They were married on the 3rd of October 1992 and later welcomed daughters Malia. Oh, I love that name. I wanted to name my younger one. It means, Mia means little mother, and Sasha. Michelle was a fierce supporter of her husband throughout his presidency, which spanned from 2009 to 2017. To this day, the Obamas often speak about their marriage, including how they've overcome challenging times and how their relationship continues to flourish now outside of the White House. And I've heard interviews with her and my honorable moniker, Oprah, and I just love, she's so real. She puts the moose on the table all the time.
She does. She goes for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
All
Very
right.
cool.
Next.
Very cool. All right. We have John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. They're
love
cute.
them. They're so cute.
They look cute, right?
They are so cute. And they're both really good actors.
Really good. Oh my God. I'm glad you know that. Yeah.
I do. I deserve that. I deserve that. My photographers on the carpet will go, "Are you going to interview her?" And I'm like, "Who's that?"
No, but Emily Blunt. Yeah, for real.
Crazy. That last movie that was out with her and Ryan, the other one. Super funny. If you haven't seen it already, the name of it is Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. You're the movie girl.
I love movies.
You love movies. So,
all right.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, she was in my favorite movie, The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, love that movie.
Yeah, she was great. So they're a cute couple. Let's just move right along.
Yeah.
Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem. Okay.
Favorites.
Very sexy couple there. Very sexy. Yeah.
He was one of my favorite good-looking fantasize about actors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the movie. Can we say it on the air? I don't know. I'm not going to say it.
Why? Oh, is it a FCC violation word?
It might be. I mean, when you it's called blow out the candles, but it's called blow. So yeah, you could say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's in that movie.
Okay. Thank you for being careful.
Yeah. Megan how do you pronounce that? Rapinoe?
Scroll down for me so I can.
And Sue Bird. That's her name. Do you see it?
It's covered by my live.
She's a soccer player.
Oh, it is. Rapinoe.
There it is. And Sue Bird. Another LGBT couple.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I like the matching.
She is a soccer player and Bird is a basketball player. Oh, okay. They're both athletes. I love it. Simone
Oh, I love this one.
And Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles. Did I say that right?
Gymnast. You
The
did.
gymnast, the gymnast.
Yes, she's
Oh
a.
my
Oh,
gosh.
I knew something you did.
Yeah, yeah.
Walker.
I mean, it's so crazy because I am a gymnast and I obsessively watch gymnastics on
Oh, I love
Facebook.
it. I love it.
Do you watch it too? Like the balance
Yes.
beam, like they are
Aren't they? Well, I was just covering the
warriors.
LA volleyball varsity volleyball game
Yeah.
with yeah.
Yeah. I watch it obsessively because I think to myself, if they can do that, then I could do anything in my life,
Wait a minute, did they get married?
Did they yeah, they got married.
Oh, they got married. No, wait. He proposed. Oh, they secretly got married. There you go, in a Houston courthouse, April 2023, a year ago.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that. What a beautiful dress on her.
I know. Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah.
And of course, Prince William and Kate Middleton.
Yeah, and prayers out for her health right now.
Yeah, what's going on?
She's got cancer and
Oh,
yeah, been
yeah.
doing what they can.
I think that's it. Wow.
Is that it?
Oh,
Wait.
there's a few more.
There's 45, you said. How did that? There's no way.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. Oh my God. So here's the way I can like take this into my album, which is available now on all major music streaming platforms. It's called Veronica. And one of the songs that people are really responding to is a song called Don't Give Up on Me. And it was produced by a man named PJ Bianco. And he works with who? Joe Jonas and all of the Jonas Brothers. And yeah, all the Disney kids like Demi Lovato. He worked with all those people. So there's my connection to Joe Jonas.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's everyone's favorite track, by the way. Don't Give Up on Me. That's something you could play whenever you want to do reels and stuff. There's no naughty language at all. It's very nothing at all. It's very appropriate for all ages. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All
He
right.
knows who I am, Ricky.
He does? Wow.
Yes, I know. I not accidentally bumped into his co-star of the latest movie, A Man Called Otis, which is really good if you haven't watched it. And his daughter used to live in my building, and he would he's
Is he?
And so
He's got the vibe.
he's gorgeous, happily married. But I didn't know that, didn't see a ring. So I started chatting with him as we're getting out of the elevator, find out that he's an actor. He's been on my show.
You didn't even know.
Yes, he's been on my show. And then I said, please do introduce Tom Hanks and have him come. Tell him he's always welcome on the show. And he actually emailed him, and Tom wrote back and said, thank you very much. And he didn't, but I mean, it was nice that Peter came on. So
yeah.
And
I will say he's a brilliant actor.
I love Tom Hanks. He's one of my favorite. Him and Meryl Streep.
Oh yeah,
through the ages.
Absolutely.
That'll date me. But, hashtag ageless.
Absolutely, Meryl Streep for the win.
Yeah.
Viola Davis and Julius Tenen. Viola.
Viola. She's brilliant as an actress as well.
Do you love her? What
I love her.
What movie was she in that you love?
All of them. The one that I thought got overlooked. I have a really good memory, but my recall sucks. So I forget that it was the Queen, or I can't believe it did not get nominated. I'll look it up.
She's regarded as one of the most influential actors of our time.
She brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Wow. You let me know when we're out of time. We're at 9:50.
Yeah, we're almost there. Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
Because I want to highlight the sponsor of the show and also to do a station ID that I'm a little overdue for, but we're just delighted to have you all here. This is Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balance with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, AM 1050, FM 106.5, the station that leaves no listener behind. Also, love streaming everywhere and especially on my Show Central YouTube. Where you can free subscribe. And we'll be back in 2 and 2. Don't go away here on Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show, after a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back. Are you living in fear? Have technology and culture hijacked our minds and lives? Yes, fear is a natural biological response with plenty of evolutionary benefits. But has it gone too far? Find the answer to that question in the riveting book by Dr. Patrick Lockwood, The Fear Problem, available at Amazon and Mascot Books. So get your copy today.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
I'm like dancing.
And welcome back. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, station that leaves no listener behind. 25 years strong, #1 talk in the IE. And here we are on Friday, and you'll see from the fabulous co-host that I have on camera in studio today, Ricky Rebel, that it's time for the Hollywood Rebel Report. And we've been going through not slowly, but pretty slowly through the list of most iconic couples in Hollywood. And we've been positive. And it's not necessarily positive. I just don't want to gossip. I don't want speculation. And we are reading from a reliable source, descriptions of how they met and things that are positive about them. So next one is
Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick. Did I say that properly? Yeah. Sedgwick.
Yeah.
There it is, Kevin Bacon. Let's see.
He's gone through quite a bit.
Yeah.
Their longest, I didn't realize that. Actors met on the set of a PBS special, Lemon Sky, married in 1988.
Wow.
Double good fortune, Chinese. They went on to star in 4 movies together, as well as a celebratory video produced by rapper Will.i.am after Barack Obama's 2008 presidential win. They shared children, Travis and Sophia. I didn't know that they've been married that long. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Nothing against short marriages, again, as I spoke. Oh, and here's one of my favorites. I got to see them on stage. His final concert that's what it was announced, and who knows, I know he's come back a couple of times, but he hasn't come back since that time. And it was at Dodger Stadium, and it was the very last one on Sunday. We had wristbands that were like lit up with the music, so like literally we were part of the production. And he brought out both his husband and his kids. And he is, Elton John is definitely one of my favorite musicians of all time. He has, like Madonna, lasted, continuing to be, cross generations and just brilliant. He started at the Troubadour which I didn't know. And one of another musician that I support is my former Friday co-host, Alon Carter's son, who's my honorary nephew. I need to introduce you to, by the way. He's the grandson of Otis Williams, the founder of the Temptations. And so he performed at the Troubadour, and so that's the link there. But I just love his music, his everything. I love his style.
Yeah, I love his voice. Um, when the Yellow Brick Road album, what was it called? The album? My brain is.
Oh yeah, I wasn't at the Yellow Brick Road. No.
Yeah, I can't recall.
Yeah, you and I.
I know, a little fishy.
Oh my goodness, it's okay. We're
A little
88
fishing memory.
fabulous, Ricky. Don't us up over this.
It's called Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
do
the
one
album.
more.
So I was close. But yeah, he had a really good voice. Oh my God.
Oh,
Amazing.
and I did look up Viola Davis. You don't have to scroll back, but her movie that I loved that was passed over was The Woman King.
Oh, got it. I have to watch her. I haven't seen her in a film.
Oh, incredible.
She's brilliant. They say she's
There she
brilliant.
is.
John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, perhaps one of the most iconic couples of all time, was John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, the son of President John F. Kennedy. Met the model in 92 and they began dating in 1994. Yeah, they tragically died in a plane crash, I remember, in July 16th of 1999.
Yeah.
He was mucho handsome. This mother, this guy, he's out of control.
That's definitely your type and my type as well, for sure.
I have many types. I mean, lots of different types, but
well, I don't.
He fills some type of type. Some.
He does.
He always has been.
Backstage in Peru when I was performing. There's a picture of him on my gallery, celebrity gallery at my website. Who's running for president, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he's married to the woman that is in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Got it.
All right. One
more. Let's do it.
One more. This is it.
Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra.
We were going to see.
What'd you say?
I wondered if we were going to see that one.
Oh, yeah.
This is an interesting one. Older woman, younger man.
Okay.
Very smart, talented, and great actress. Also mixed in cultural differences. She's Indian. He's not.
Her father is Deepak, right? Deepak Chopra?
No, they're not related. Everybody thinks
related. I always think that. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Priyanka.
She's a huge actress in Bollywood. That's how the initial thing came.
Got it.
All right.
Bollywood movies. All right.
We have got to close. Any final word today, Ricky?
Final word. My new album is out now. It's available on all major music streaming platforms. It's called Veronica. I just got written up in Billboard. I'm going to have an article in Billboard Hip Hop magazine coming out soon. And I have another one on 24 Hip Hop. So for some reason, the hip hop community is really taking a liking to my album, which is pretty interesting. Yeah. Well, it's because some of the white outlets are saying that it's a little too explicit for them. It's the pictures and the music and everything.
Oh.
The community is like, hey, we love it. So, or, we want to talk about it. And I'm all for it. It kind of gives me a little bit of street cred.
That's great. That's great. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Marissa, Dr. Marissa. I'm really excited. I'm going to release the censored version of the album, the clean mix, so that everyone any age can listen to it and play it. And I'm really excited about that. I'm working on that right now. But in the meantime, Veronica, the Ricky Rebel edit is available now on all major music streaming platforms. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us today. It's been great as usual. We always run out of time, but thanks for joining us. We'll be here again. After I get back from China, we're taking a 3-week hiatus because I get to go lecture and speak in China. So wanted to make sure we came to you live today to let you know, but just keep it here. We'll see you in 3 weeks. I am going to be playing past spotlight interviews, including those on this very special series. This is Dr. Marissa reporting live from my living room with my favorite Friday co-host, Ricky Rebel, on the Hollywood Rebel Report. Remember, it's all about balance. Peace in, peace out. World peace through inner peace. Ricky, take it away. Have the best weekend
ever.
ever. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.